Okay, so I chose to do this video over the Picture Exchange Communication Systems, or known as PECS, and I chose to do PECS because I kind of had to improvise a little bit because right now I'm currently working for the Center for Autism Spectrum Disorders on Ball State's campus. So all of the clients that I work with are very high functioning and they attend Ball State, so they are able to communicate with me and let me know what they need or what they want or what they need help with. So I chose PECS because I used to work at a clinic for a little while, and I had a little boy who is nonverbal, and we used PECS with him. So what PECS is using pictures to know what your client's basic needs and basic wants are. And there are 6 different phases of PECS. And so the first phase is the physical exchange. So this is for your student or client to kind of get the highly preferred item that they will get familiar with the picture, and then they will give you the picture and release it to you so you kind of get a feel for what they want. So like I said, I kind of had to improvise a little bit. So I based my PECS kind of pictures around what I remember working with my student or my client in the clinic. So you can have a PECS picture board, or I did a binder because that's what we used for my client when I had him. So typically your pictures will be laminated, and this will be laminated, and when we used his pictures, we had them all in a basket, all of like his little pictures, so he can stick them on his sheet or his board. Or so as you see, I put them in here, and as well you can make Velcro strips so it's easy accessible to move from here to here. I chose to do the I want phase. So that's kind of doing this sentence structure, which you start in phase 4. And I decided to do this because this is where my client was at when I was working with him. So with phase 4 is you're starting to build sentences. So once you start working with PECS and you start getting through these different phases, so like phase 1 I talked about, and then when you get to phase 2, it's expanding the spontaneity, so they can go to their picture board and they pick what they want and they hand it to you. And like I said, you can have picture board or you can have the binder. So I did the I want. So what I would do is, for example, my client was really enforced by baking. So if I asked him like, what do you want? And he would come and he would take off the baking picture from here, and he would put it to the I want to bake. Or he was really reinforced by movies as well, so if when he got a reinforcer, we could go into the other room and he can watch so and so minutes of a movie. So if I said, what do you want? He would want a movie. So like I said, I kind of had to improvise because right now I'm not currently working with anybody that is using PECS, but I have had experience working with PECS, and it's a good way to figure out your clients or your students' basic wants or basic needs, and it's a good way for them to, it's a good way to start incorporating that communication. I know not everybody is going to benefit from PECS, and so that's why there are other options of communication systems, such as the communication devices, the speech generating communication devices, which I also worked with my client, which I really liked. And so like I said, I do have experience working with PECS and speech generating devices. I just currently am not working with them.